Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Fish Baseball here from First National Bank of River Falls Field in River Falls, Wisconsin. Glorious night for baseball, 80 degrees, nary a breeze, and nary a cloud. It is a beautiful July 9th summer night here, 2025, in River Falls, Wisconsin. Good everybody and welcome. I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Billy Jensen. We're going to bring you the action tonight, but let's leave it over to Jake, our public address announcer, right now.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the UW River Falls Alumni Office. The River Falls Baseball Council and the Fighting Fish would like to thank the River Falls ambassadors for volunteering in the concession stand. And now for tonight's starting lineup.
Starting lineups.
For the Faribault Rangers, leading off, number 6, second baseman, Xander Fitzsimmons.
Xander Fitzsimmons.
Batting second, behind the plate, number 28, Dylan O'Neill.
Yeah, he can go. Go ahead. Go to the line.
Batting third in right field, number 10, Drew Conrad. Batting fourth at third base, number 3, Aiden Tobin. Batting fifth at shortstop, number 25, Joey Roy. Batting sixth at first base, number 44, Austin Redmond. Batting seventh in left field, number 55, Mason Ferris.
Mason Conrad, is that who I have?
And on the mound, 78th,
Mason Conrad, yeah. Grant Cook pitching. Jack Jandro batting ninth out in center field.
And now, the starting lineup here, River Falls Fighting Fish. Leading off in center field, number 24, Brian Eagle. Batting second, at shortstop, number 2, Gray Larson. Batting third, at second base, number 37, Chad Patco.
I know it's tradition, and I know the Fish are 21-1, and I know they can do whatever the heck they want to do, but it always seems sloppy to me right now. Just go take the line.
I agree.
That's my opinion.
It's a good opinion, and I agree with you.
It's opinion. It's just sloppy. Tradition, though, it's hard to break.
It is.
And like I said, you're 21-1. It's working. So they're just going to be like, leave us alone. Weston Lombard.
And then in left field, number 8,
Kyle Fritzy out in the left field, and on the mound, Jake Lindsay. Here they come. See, they do make their way out there. It's just their deal.
Yep.
It's their deal. First pitch. Ashley.
University of Wisconsin River Falls Chancellor.
Oh,
Chenoweth.
Yeah,
Chancellor Chenoweth became UWRF long-term interim chancellor in March.
There's the interim chancellor.
Part of the River Falls community. He and his wife Suzanne have purchased a home here. We welcome Chancellor Chenoweth to the River Falls community.
There's Chancellor Chenoweth.
To start off tonight's game.
Let the big dog eat. There it is. Oh, that's a nice high strike there. Chancellor, nice job.
And representing the River Falls ambassador is Ashley Simek.
Ashley Simisek, here she comes. Look, she's got the sash on, the whole 9 yards. Over there getting loose tonight. Let the big dog eat. There you go. All the way to the backstop. Effectively wild tonight for the Simisek young lady. Ashley Simisek, tonight's Grand Royal Ambassador.
Will you please rise and move your hat in honor of America for the playing of our national anthem.
We're going to go national anthem now. Did they? Oh, here we go.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glared, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
Jim Bone getting it done one more time. And, boy, he's still belting it out.
Sounds great.
Good evening again, everybody, and welcome. Kevin Westhouse along with Billy Jensen bringing you the action tonight. How are you, Bill?
I'm great. If I wasn't here, Westy, I'd want to be here.
Right. It's been 10-day hiatus. That's the longest hiatus I've had in about 4 years. And I'm not even lying to you.
Nope. Feels good to be back.
It feels really good to be back up here in the booth, and the Fish take the field. Jake Lindsay headed to the bump tonight for your Fighting Fish.
Be fun to watch him tonight.
Can't wait.
What a beautiful day, huh?
It's perfect out. It's perfect. Yeah, there he is. There's Jake Lindsay.
Oh, nice camera shot.
There we
Look
go.
how crisp that is.
Nice. That camera's just got a little bit of a hitch. I'm going to have to reset the system tonight, but it's not bad. It's just not perfect. We always go for perfect. Hey, you want to go starting lineups?
Sure, sounds good.
Let's do that. Starting lineups defensively for
Ready?
your River Falls. Let me see. Hold on. I'm not quite ready. Okay, I hit it once. See what we got.
Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
jumped
I'm
the
ready.
gun.
No, I'm ready. I'll just go right here. I'll put that right there, and let's go. Let's go defensively for your River Falls Fighting Fish. On the bump, as mentioned, Jake Lindsay. He's right there throwing the rock. He's throwing to Chase McQuaid, his battery mate behind the dish. Caden Mueller will be over at first base. Chad Patko will play second base tonight for the Fish. Trey Larson over there at short. Reagan Pinow will cover third base. Kyle Fritz will be out in left field. Brian Giebel will cover center field tonight, and Weston Lombard will be over there in right field tonight for your Fighting Fish. And there's your starting nine defensively for River Falls. And change that back and see if I can see if I remember how to do this. Oh, there we go. Slide that down there. It's been a minute. There we go. I'll put that right there. And let's go. We got that. Let me see. We got this right here. We bring that in right there. Everything's buttoned up. Let's go.
This is exciting.
That one finds the corner. 0-1 off the arm of Jake Lindsay, throwing to Xander Fitzsimmons. We said, hey, Xander, get a little longer name, will you?
We can't fit him in the spot.
Can't, jeepers, creepers, you got a long name. Nice name, though. I like Xander Fitzsimmons.
Yeah.
It's a good name, right?
Sounds like a baseball player's name.
Sounds like a great name. All right. Little tardy. Throw it around, huh? Snap that thing around. And good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Xander Fitzsimmons to start the game. There's one down. Now we go to Dylan O'Neill, the catcher.
Started out right.
Started out Jim Dandy, didn't it? Where's that, Bill?
Yeah.
Where's that?
I was going too fast, I guess.
Hey, want to welcome everybody aboard. Glad you're here. Get up on the check. Says Chris Mueller. Uncle Chris is here.
Yeah.
Good evening, Chris. Chili Beats. Let's go fish. John Fry. See you guys Friday. I get you there Friday, John Fry. Can't wait.
See what he did there?
Can't wait. The 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. Ground ball back up through the middle. That's going to have eyes. And a 1-out single right there for Dylan O'Neill. Hit it back up through the middle. Nothing too fancy. Shot that by shortstop Trey Larson. Runner on base with 1 out. Now we go to Drew Conrad, the right fielder. Friday is always the best day of the week. Nice comment there, Bill. John Fry, he's got a son, is a state championship wrestler. Coming to River Falls. River Falls is hosting the rendezvous point to go, I think it's to North Dakota. The best wrestlers in the country are coming together, and his son is part of that. So 1-ball, 1-strike, 1 out, 1 on. Jake Lindsay set. And here it comes. Flared right side and foul and out of play.
All right, let's get those balls back to the concession stand. Trade them in for a crisp $1 bill.
Wow, $1 tonight.
$1 hair. Go ahead. Chase that ball down. Runner out to his lead. Lindsay set. Here it comes.
Ooh.
Gassed him up. And that's just too much for Drew O'Neill. And there's 2 down now. with a runner at first. We go to the 4-hole hitter, Aiden Tobin. Aiden Tobin's playing third base tonight and hitting in the 4-hole. For the Faribault Lakers. Nice tidy uniforms, like Dodger-ish, huh?
Very much so.
They're in the Dodger blue.
And tell them apart tonight.
Dodger blue for all the, like the gray and the Dodger blue helmet, and then a fish are in the white pant and the navy blue top. Gassed him up upstairs. Now it's quickly 0-2 on Aiden Tobin. Boy, just old number one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Pumping cheddar here early for Mr. Jake Lindsay.
He's got 12 pitches, and I don't know how many pitches he's thrown that haven't been fastballs.
Runner out to lead at first, the 0-2. Gassed him up again. Runner goes, throw down, and safe at second base.
The little baby didn't like that call.
Did not like the call at all.
So John's coming to town with his son. Amazing wrestler, and you're putting him to work.
I'm going to put him to work. He's going to help me do the parade, and then we're going to run down here as fast as we can. That's over to second and over to Patko, and got him. I looked away, and it's a simple ground ball to Chad Patko at second base. And Aiden Tobin grounds out to second. And that will do it for the Faribault Lakers here in the top of inning one. They get no runs on the one hit, no errors, and one left, and someone's pinching a baby down low. After 1/2 inning of play from First National Bank at River Falls Field, it's the Faribault Lakers nothing, and your Fighting Fish coming to bat.
Nice way to start the game on a beautiful evening.
Real nice.
As much as I don't like the Dodgers, those are sharp uniforms.
They're good-looking uniforms.
Yep.
They're good-looking
classics.
uniforms. That kid's bedtime.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I like this tune. Little rednecker. Speaking of redneck, we did some pontooning, little rednecking on the sandbar.
For the 4th?
Yeah, that whole weekend, yep.
Nice.
We had a good time. How about you? How was your 4th of July?
I was in Nashville, so it was awesome. I got to see a Sounds game and then
Speaking of hot,
fireworks.
huh?
Yeah, it was 95 degrees down there, but it was hot here too, so it was a lot of fun. It was a great time to be down there.
Speaking of hot, there's a dog, hot dogs. We're still working on that bring a dog, get a dog night.
I know
huh?
that's John Fry's suggestion too. I saw they did that at the Brewers game the other night.
Yeah.
What was it? A bark in the park?
Bark in the park.
Yep.
Well, we need to do something like that here.
You want to go around the infield?
Yeah, I kind of was asleep at the wheel. Let's do it real quick once.
I was yapping. Ready?
Let's go. Faribault Lakers. Oh, I got to hit this button right here. Hold on. Around defensively for the Faribault Lakers, Grant Cook on the mound, pitching to Dylan O'Neill behind the dish. Over there at first base, Austin Rendler. Xander Fitzsimmons will play second base. Joey Grody will play shortstop. Aiden Tobin will play third base. Mason Conrad will be out in left field. Jack Jundro will play center field for the Faribault Lakers. And Drew Conrad will cover right field tonight for Faribault.
Very nice.
Thank you, Bill, for putting that together. Pull that right down there. We'll tuck that into bed right there. Put that there for everybody. All right. Due up for the Fish here in the bottom of inning one. Brian Giebel, Trey Larson, and Chad Patko. Pretty familiar face and pretty formidable lineup. River Falls Fighting Fish coming in tonight, Bill. 21-1.
Right. That's not so bad.
21-1. I think that's got to be a record for the Fighting Fish. Don't you think?
Yeah, man, are they stocked with talent?
Just aptly stacked
Yep.
from top to bottom, and they go about 2 deep in the lineup and the bench, too.
Right.
There's guys going, why am I not playing?
Right.
I'd be starting on any other team in the league.
Not this one.
Chad Patko hitting third, real nice article in the Journal and the Hudson Star Observer.
No, it was River Falls
River
Journal.
Falls Journal, excuse me. Bob Burrows did a real nice job there, a real nice article.
It was awesome. It was a great interview and some really good things.
Yeah, good kid.
Interesting read. Yeah, he's a great guy.
So Brian Giebel makes his way to the dish here in the bottom of inning 1 for the River Falls Fighting Fish. All right, let's go. Grant Cook, the righty, on the mound, throwing to Giebel. That's high, ball 1, staring right into the sun. Boy, if you're playing on the right side of the field right now, you can see by the shadows, second base, first base, right field, it's tough right now. It's real tough.
It's hard just to look out there, let alone it being them.
That's high as well. Now 2 balls and no strikes on center fielder, leadoff batter, Brian Giebel. Welcome aboard, everybody. We're really glad you're here. Kevin Westhouse, Billy Jensen bringing you the action. Fish baseball, town ball, Friday night or Wednesday night here in River Falls, Wisconsin. That slide piece finds the corner. It's now 2-1. Still got room for you, but boy, nice crowd. We could tuck you in here. We could tuck you in.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a food truck out there tonight, too?
Oh, good question. I don't know. I didn't see it.
We got here so early, we beat the food truck. That's hit to center field. The center fielder lets that drop in front of him.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of nonchalanted that a little bit, huh, Bill?
I think it carried a little bit more than it might have thought, but.
And then it hopped in front of him, and then it almost hopped over his head.
Yeah.
And
he
Brian
made a play for that one.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna step up and catch it. And he kind of laid back. Sun is maybe a little bit of a factor.
Oh, yeah,
there.
good point.
But
Giebel was hitting 333 coming into the game.
Got himself a leadoff knock.
Yep.
Trey Larson now trying to move him around. Pitch to Trey. That's upstairs, ball 1.
Trey came into the game at 371. He's got a 953 OPS. That's not so bad.
Not too shabby. The pitch to Trey. That one finds the top of the zone. It's now a ball and a strike on shortstop, Trey Larson. Yeah, you just go up and down this lineup, in Bill, and it's like, man, these got pretty good players.
Yeah. And a great blend of old and new.
Right.
Seasoned and.
Right. And now Trey Larson maybe doesn't even think about it this way, but he's becoming one of the wily veterans
He
on
sure
this
is.
team.
Yep. Whoa.
That's hit well into left field. Get up, ball. Get up. Get out of here. Go! Speaking of wily veterans, Trey Larson circling the bag. There comes Giebel. Take your time, Trey. Enjoy that one. Deep into the afternoon. Fist bump. Someone get the trout ready. Put 2 on the board for the fish. Yes! Look at it. He's all jacked up in a case of Mountain Dew. Gonna soccer ball the helmet and get in the trout. There it is. Atta baby. Look at him. Woo, baby. He said that felt really good. You know what he said right there? Butter. That felt like absolute butter. That came off the bat like he's catching a 37-inch muskie. Home run. 2-0. Good guys.
He barreled that one, didn't he?
Barreled it right up.
See what Chad can do here. Maybe he can follow it up.
Somebody find the clap emojis online right away for Trey Larson, huh? Fun.
Really fun.
2-0 for the 21-1 Fish. Faribault Lakers coming over to River Falls, run into a buzzsaw. Chris Mueller, he found the clap emojis.
Oh, he's good.
Hey, Rob Derry. Good to see you, Rob Derry, watching from the Sophie. 7 miles east of beautiful River Falls, Wisconsin. Home to some of the most beautiful bike trails in the Midwest, right here around River Falls, Wisconsin. Now, Rob Derry's out there. You'll see a guy on a bicycle. It's probably Rob getting his daily workout in.
One of the best River Falls sports announcers there is.
Camera people.
Oh, yeah, he's just great at everything he does, including movie trivia.
He is the artist.
He is the artist.
He is the artist, the original. 3 balls and a strike now to Patco. That one's there now, 3-2. Yeah, Patco is kind of, got a little bit of press this week. Got a real nice article written up by Bob, and probably give him a little bit of raspberries in the dugout.
Yeah. He's famous.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Patco. Ground ball left side. That's through. And Chad Patco with a single. 3 batters, 3 hits, 2 singles, and a home run. Hey, now let's go. Let's just keep her going. Let's take it right over to the Mustache Marauder Lucas Lukey. Speaking of home run power, this guy could hit one out of here at any moment.
Yep. Came in the game at 475 with an 1182 OPS. Holy Hannah.
475. It's like wiffle ball numbers. Runner goes. Flown to right. Right fielder's coming in hard, still coming. And that falls fair.
You better get going, Chad. Chad got hung out to dry on that one.
Yeah, he did right there. Yeah, nothing you could do, right? You got to wait. So Lukey, does he get a single on that, or is that a?
That was a single, right, guys?
Steve, is that a single? Fielder's choice.
Oh, okay.
It is a fielder's choice.
Gotcha.
That's what I thought. So then it goes.
I gave him a single, just so you know.
Yeah, I did, but we took that back.
Yeah, I did.
So he's on fielder's choice. One on. We go to Reagan Pinnow. Pinnow looks at a strike. Yeah, it's kind of a shame for Lucas, but there's nothing Patco could do there. That's just what we call great heads-up base running, right? I mean,
he did everything right.
He did.
Got caught in the middle.
Whoop. Block behind the dish. But on down to second base goes the Mustache Marauder. Look at that thing. He's got that caterpillar really trimmed up nice, too, for the game. Look at that thing.
He trimmed it up for River Falls days.
Look at that. I'm going to get in on that. The sun is just glaring off that thing. Look at that.
It's got its own zip code.
That's a home run right there. Keep it right on him. That's you got a mustache that good. You get some screen time.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the MLB close up. That's a pretty good looking caterpillar.
It sure is. Pinnow came into the game at 467. These guys at the top of the order are absolutely amazing.
Pitch to Pinnow. Right hit second base. Second baseman gathers it on to first. It's wide of the base. Everybody's going to be safe. And now Lukey thought about going. They'll have to go back. So that's just going to be a simple E4 there. Nice fielding plays by Xander Fitzsimmons at second base, but throw it right into the rhubarb. And Pinnow reaches on an error. And runners at the corners now for Chase McQuade. McQuaid now, what's he hitting?
Sorry, hold on.
Hammered foul.
He's hitting hard. Chase McQuade's hitting 364 with a 952 OPS.
Nancy Faust in the house tonight. Got her autographed gear. That's hit through on the left side. That's through, and that's going to score a run. Chase McQuaid with an RBI single here in the bottom of inning one, and the hit parade continues. Plates Lucas Lukey from third. 3-0 Fish. Now we're going to go to Caden Mueller. Here you go, Chris. Uncle Chris.
So here's an interesting stat. Uncle Chris should be proud of this. Caden Mueller is leading the team at a 483 batting average and a 1245 OPS. When you're leading this team, that's impressive.
Nancy Faust in mid-season form, tinkling the ivories up here in the booth tonight for all of the fans' enjoyment. That one drops in there. It's 0-1 to Caden Mueller. Good opportunity here for Mueller. Runners at first and second. Just one out, 3 in for the Fish. Here in the bottom of inning one, they've plated 3. 21-1 on the season. I mentioned that once or twice already. It just doesn't happen very often. You might as well just hang your hat on that.
Heck yeah.
21-1. They're almost getting too good. Teams will be like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
We'll put you on the schedule. Nah, we're good. Away. 2 balls and a strike now. First baseman, Caden Mueller.
Wasn't trying to be critical, but Grant Cook He's kind of throwing in that mid-60 range. He's anywhere from 64 to 67. That's going to be a long day for him, I'm afraid, if that's what he's got with this lineup.
I agree. Let's hit the center field. Get down ball, and that is down out in center field. Runners go station to station, and Caden Mueller with a little hit off the end of the bat. Maybe got out in front of that a little bit.
A little bit.
65-mile-an-hour pitch. Got out in front of it, but muscled it out into center field. And Caden Mueller, there he is. Uncle Chris with a single.
5 hits in the first inning.
And 3 runs, and the live well is full, and we're going to Weston Lombard.
Oh, I think there's a big hit in Weston tonight, right here.
He's a solid human being. There it is. Wraps one in down into over the second baseman's head. That's down. 1 run is in, and they're going to go station to station. And Lombard sees a pitch he likes, muscles it out there over the second baseman's head, and gets himself. I'll give him a close-up, too. He deserves that. Look at him. Look at him working on the little do there.
He looks like a ball player.
Doesn't he? He's like, yeah, nothing to that. RBI single for Lombard. Pinhouse scores, and they're still loaded up for Kyle Fritz. Can barely keep up. We batted around, and there's still just 1 out.
Mm-hmm. That's why Dorney's been holding on a third, right?
I guess.
Yeah, hasn't been sending anybody.
1 ball, no strikes to Fritzy. That's flown up, foul. That's going to reach the seats over here. Look at the crowd tonight, though. Wow.
Dang.
Great crowd.
That is an awesome for a Wednesday.
Look at that. Summer. This night, look at the cars out there. Bill, look on their monitor. Look at that.
Wow.
Full up. Full up. We could tuck you in, though. Come on out.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of room.
Watch this 21-1 Fish team pick off at second base. Ball gets away. Now the run is going to plate on
nice
that
job, Chase.
throwing error. Chase McQuaid says, I'll have some of that.
Nice music, fellas.
Nice little Benny Hill riff on that. Another air, Bill.
Got it.
That's called a strike.
Watching the College World Series, and they were saying that the team that commits the least amount of errors has a 68% chance of winning. Just that one stat.
Errors.
Yep. Just commit less errors than your
opponent,
and you've got a 2/3 chance of winning.
That's going to get down. That's down over the shortstop's head. 1 run is in. Here he comes. And Caden Mueller plates on an RBI single off the bat of Kyle Fritz. Little Oppo tacos right there for Kyle Fritz. Serves up a beef taco RBI right there. Caden Mueller. And that could be it for Grant Cook.
I think you're right.
He's ready to give up the baseball.
Yeah,
He's like, I had enough of this team. I heard they were good, he said.
And they are. You see who's getting the ball yet, Westy?
I do not. 44.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Their uniforms are nice, though. Oh, maybe not 44. Let's see. It is going to be 44.
Okay. So that's Austin Rendler, who was playing was playing first base.
So Rendler is coming into pitch. Let's see where Grant Cook goes. You track down Grant Cook.
Sounds good, I will.
He might be.
Maybe he might be going to third. I'm sorry, to first, I mean. They kept doing that.
I'm getting older because number 19 standing there right behind the pitcher's mound looks very young.
Yes, he does. Well, he just got tagged for 6 runs, so
yeah,
he feels a little bit young right now.
The new pitcher is number 44, Austin Rendler.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. See, we coached him up down there. He's got it. Austin Rendler. We were on that, though.
We had it.
So we got to figure out where Grant Cook is going.
Yep, I'll let you know here in just a second as soon as they
What
break
number
cutoff.
what number is Grant?
19. So the one that you said looked young?
Yeah.
That's him.
But he doesn't. I think number 25 has a first baseman's mitt on.
Does he?
Well, it looks like it. Yeah, 19 is like maybe going into second base.
Gotcha.
25. Who's 25? He's got the first baseman's mitt.
Okay, so that's Joey Grody.
So Grody was at short. Looks
Yep.
like he's going. Looks like a first baseman's mitt to me.
Looks like it to me too. You're right.
So I'm going to put Grody at first.
Is it? Yep, it does to me too.
Yeah, it's first baseman's mitt.
Yep.
And so, who's going to short is the question.
Maybe that's where Cook will go, huh?
Little fruit basket upset on the infield. Yeah. So 25, Grody has the. It's okay. 19. So our pitcher Cook is going to second,
Got it.
and a second baseman maybe going to short.
Yep. Let me see here
I'll
real
tell you
quick.
right here. Number 6. At
Yes,
short.
that is right. That's Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons going to short.
Holy-
Oh, there we go. We got it.
I'm gonna get
We got it. Square meal, square deal.
Yep. Boy, we're on top of it.
Square meal, square deal.
Good job, Kev.
We got it. All right, back to the top of the order. Brian Giebel looks at a strike. It's 0-1. And Austin Rendler. Usually this is like a 7th or 8th inning problem, not a 1/3 of one inning problem with a fruit basket player upset.
Let's see what kind of velo Austin has.
That was 71.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have the thing ready. Ooh,
72 on that, I'm guessing.
I got it at 78.
No, jeez. There you go. No balls and 2 strikes on Brian Giebel. Austin Rendler comes in throwing some gas here to Gieb. Second time through the order here in the bottom of inning 1. That's right, the bottom of inning 1. Gets a piece of it, follows it straight back to the backstop, and it's 0-2.
Had that one at 73, Kev.
First and second for the Fish. Live well is 2/3 full. A couple walleyes in there for River Falls. They've plated 6. And it's just 1 out. Runner goes and easily stole third base. That's a good hustle steal there by the wily veteran Weston Lombard. Now there's runners at the corners. Look at Lombard. Not his first rodeo, is it?
No.
Sun setting here at First National Bank at River Falls Field. Swings through it, gassed him up upstairs, and looks back at the umpire and says, "What else? Was that a strike?" And he said, "Yes, it was." And
81.
yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. What was that? And Giebel goes down, swinging. There's 2 down now. Now we go to Trey Larson. Trey homered here about 15 minutes ago to get the Fish on the board early, 2-0. That was fun, though, too.
That was fun. I knew that was going out the second it was hit.
Runner goes. No throw down. And now it's second and third. 2 great RBI opportunities right here for Trey Larson. He's already got 2 RBIs this inning. Why not just add to the totals, Trey? The 1-0 to Trey. High and away, 2-0. There they are. Weston Lombard at third. Kyle Fritzy out there at second base for River Falls. There's Fritzy in your foreground wearing the snowman number 8. Popping the leather. That must have been 77, huh?
I had it at 80.
80. Wow.
I think
Can't
he's got a little-
calibrate this guy.
I know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's throwing hard. The 3-0. Green light him.
They
He
did.
walked him. And on down to first goes Trey Larson.
All right, Patco.
Petco 1 for 1 this inning.
Earn your press this week.
The media darling. Media darling this week, Chad Petco. Bob Burrows makes him the media darling.
82 on that one, Westy.
He even washed his pants, I think. He looks really good coming in tonight's game, but you have to, right? You get
Yeah.
that kind of build-up. You gotta play the role. You put little extra scrubbing bubbles on your shoes. Those things shined up a little bit. Wash the pant. Come in looking good.
Ooh.
Right? Coif the hair a little bit. Maybe do a couple push-ups in the dugout before approaching the on-deck circle. You got to look good, right?
In the parking lot.
Fans want to see it.
Yeah.
0-2 now on Petco, the media darling.
It's his brand.
His brand got him swinging.
Ooh.
And nice job by
84.
Austin Rendler, really limiting the damage here in inning 1, but not before the Fish plate 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left on base. There's 1 inning in the books now from First National Bank at River Falls Field. It's your Fighting Fish 6. The Faribault Lakers, nothing. We're finally going to inning 2. Yeah, Ashley Samisek threw out that first pitch. She's the Grand Royal Ambassador. And then the new chancellor for UWRF, he threw an absolute strike in there.
That was awesome.
Throw her down. We're ready to go. Joey Grody, 5 spot in the order. Faribault threw up 1 hit in the first inning. Jake Lindsay with 2 strikeouts and induced a ground ball. It's going to be Grody, Rendler, and Conrad due up here in the second for Faribault. Just misses there. 1 ball, no strikes. A long break.
I was just going to say that he was on the bench for a while.
Yeah, like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Fouled back to the netting. It's 1-1. Yeah, what a nice crowd tonight, though.
Man.
We're going to take this thing around the park here in a minute.
This is one of the best midweek crowds we've had all year.
Mm-hmm.
Helped that the weather is absolutely perfect.
It's summer. Flown up. Right here, back to the netting. Chase McQuaid giving chase. He'll play it off the rolling net. He won't get there.
That should count as an out.
It should, yeah, if there's banana baseball, it probably would. Yeah, look at this crowd tonight. Look at this.
Wow.
Right? Nice crowd. Real nice crowd here for town ball baseball.
Gotta love River Falls.
Mm-hmm. Check swing. Check him.
Nope.
No, he did not, says the first base umpire. Yeah, full crowd. This might be one of the better crowds this season.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1,000-person type crowd tonight, maybe.
Lightning Lodge is keeping up.
Coming. Flown up on the infield. Trey Larson calling and will make the play. 2 steps onto the outfield grass out in left field. And Joey Grody gets one in on the grip tape and flies out to shortstop. There's 1 out. Now we go to Austin Rendler, who's now pitching. He came in and did a real nice job, Bill.
He did. His velo was more impressive than I thought. They were 15 miles an hour more than Cook.
And had the Fish batters definitely off balance.
Yeah.
Nice slide piece
Oof.
to start off. Rendler. That was a little bit of you come in here and shut our guys down. Here, have a piece of this. Have a piece of this little.
How do you like them apples?
Little slider. How about some soup and a slider?
Ooh, whoa.
Where's that?
I don't know. Oh,
I did call it a strike. He looked at that 6 times. He played it over in his mind.
I
and
think
then
he
said
heard
it's
us.
a strike, yeah. 0-2 now on Austin Rendler. How about another soup and a slider to finish him off? Nope. How about some gas? It sticks at 0-2. Nice job by Rendler getting a piece, fouls it back to the netting. It's 0-2. One down here in the second inning. Kevin Westhouse, Billy Jensen bringing you the action tonight. We're really glad you're here. Glad to be back together at the ballpark.
I was looking forward to this all week.
All week. The 0-2. Got him. There was that slider. Throw it around. Snap it around. 2 down. Now we go to Mason Conrad. Now, it was a long time off, but I kind of needed a break. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of a hangover from the early March start, long high school season. We jumped right into fish baseball. I kind of needed it. And about kind of like going on vacation. It's good for a while, then you want to get back. I was good, like after like day 7, I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to get back to the ballpark.
Right. And so tonight was perfect.
Perfect. It landed perfect for me. Just misses there, 1-1.
You're right about that when you do almost 50 games and, starting in mid-March.
Yeah, I was like, I was getting not burned out, but I was tired. And I'm fresh as a daisy right now.
And this is the best we've got, so hope you like it.
I hope you like it. We're going to bring you all we got. It ain't that much. 2 balls and 1 strike. Right back at you. Hey, I got that on-field mic buttoned down tight. That didn't pop off that netting.
Nope. Good sound, though.
2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I coached those guys up down in the front row, and I said, if that thing comes off the net, I said, you just pick it up and lay it there, and I'll come and get it. I said, yeah, that happened last time. I'm like, yeah, it does happen once in a while. The 2-2 slider, softly hit. Larson backing up into the outfield, and again, just like the first batter, Larson this time 3 steps in on the outfield grass and retires Mason Conrad on an F6. 2 Fs, 2 soft F6s, and a strikeout. The Faribault Lakers go 1-2-3 here in inning 2 behind the arm of Jake Lindsay. They get no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. Inning and a half in the books. 6-0 Fish. Let's go a little crowd surfing. Let's check the top of that dugout. See if you see anybody you know out there.
They don't have the carpet rolled out, do they?
No, where's the carpet? No, they don't think they do. Where's the carpet? Those are some serious fans there, though. They come early to get that spot. And usually they roll the carpet out so you don't get any chafing on your elbows.
Right.
But no carpet tonight.
No, they're tough. It's mid-season for them. They've already calloused over.
Yeah, I guess.
They've got several 12-packs of painkillers, so they're in fine shape.
There's some fans jumping around.
I love the song. There's an energy about the crowd tonight. Oh, look, Chin Chow's here.
Chin Chow. What do you see, Chin Chow?
He's
way down there.
Down by the kids.
There it is. Look at he's jumping.
Yeah, he is jumping.
That's a good scene right there. The kids playing in the playground, mom and dad watching the game.
Right. The yellow lab getting yelled at.
Chin Chow, the mascot, mingling with the crowd. Good stuff. There's the skipper. Look at him checking his bingo card. Matt Dornick, the skipper. You know what he's thinking about right now? The 7th inning.
Right.
He's planning ahead. Look at him. He's planning ahead right there. That's what a skipper does. All right, here we go. Mustache Marauder. Lucas Ludke makes his way to the dish. Caterpillar and all. Let's go. Lucas Ludke reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. The pitch to Lucas. That's a ball and away. 1 ball and no strikes. How many more of these lattes are in the refrigerator?
Plenty.
That's music to the ears. I'm thirsty tonight. 2-0 on Lucas.
Make up time here.
These kids are doing pretty good. Austin Rendler. Protractor fouled away. That's up over the best made cookie batting cages. I skipped dinner tonight.
You did?
I can skip a meal every now and then. Yeah.
I try to never do that.
I had leftover pork chops for lunch, and they were delicious. Thank you, sir. Refrigerator's working. Yeah, I had leftover pork chops for lunch.
Oh, you did?
They were delicious.
Oh, I love leftover pork chops.
Little stuffing, cauliflower with cheese on it. It was
Dang.
really good. That was my lunch today, so I'm like, I'm good.
Sounds really good.
It was real good. So Ludke reaches on a leadoff walk here in the second. We're going to Reagan Pinnow. Pinnow's in. Reagan reached on an E4 his first time up. Looks at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. There's Lucas. Not a huge steal threat. He's a DH. He comes to hit. Steal when necessary. Fouled away. Good healthy hack there by Pinnow. Fouls that away into the upper deck. It's 0-2.
Watching the Brewers broadcast the other night, they said that being a DH is the third hardest position on a baseball field. You sit down for, every 30 minutes you're called up to.
I'm going to comment on that.
Okay, good.
It's easier than it used to be. Because in the old days, you sat in the dugout and then you wouldn't hit. And now they're down in the tunnel watching film. They're in the batting cage. They're doing a simulation. So it's still hard, but it's different than it was. Right? DH used to sit there. It's cold, stiff, all of that. Now, when they're not hitting, they're prepping.
It's a good point. They're not just sitting there like they did when we were younger.
No, when Harmon Killebrew batted, and he would just come up. He'd put his cigarette out and walk to the plate. Not
Take a swig of beer.
Wipe the mustard off your lip after eating a hot dog and then come up and hit. No. Now you're down in the cage. You're watching film. You're watching tendencies. You're on the iPad. You get a sweat going, and then you go hit. So it's way different.
That's a great call.
But Lucas Lutke's kind of the old guy. I think I saw him wipe some mustard off his lip before he came up. So he's the Harmon Killebrew old school DH yet here for the Fish. He was not in the tunnel watching film.
He wasn't down getting a massage?
And he was not in the cage getting loose. You don't have to.
No, heck.
He's Lucas Lutke, the mustache marauder.
Oh,
he is going to go.
Oh, nice.
And that's through on the left side. Got a single. Hit and run of sorts, huh? Nice job, Chase McQuaid. McQuaid is 2 for 2. So Lutke says, if you're going to let me steal second, I'm going to go. He goes, and then McQuaid squares one up and shoots it past the shortstop out into the left center field. It's runners at first and second now with one out for Caden Mueller.
They had to have the hit and run on there, don't you think? Because Chase hit that just...
Yeah, maybe. I think Lutke was just going because no one was holding him on.
Gotcha.
I think.
Looks like that ball was a little bit high, but Chase did a nice job driving it.
It looked like a hit and run, but I think that was more of an accident than intentional.
I'm going with Dorney calling it.
Yeah, Dorney. That's what he was penciling up here in the dugout.
That's right.
Innings. We saw
totally.
That. He said, if Lutke gets on, I'm going to third pitch. Caden Mueller, 1 for 1 with a run score today. Here you go, Chris. Square one up for Uncle Chris. Ball gets away from the catcher. No one's going to go there. Everybody back to your bag. Yeah, Dorney, he's speaking of veterans, he's a crafty coach.
Yep.
Right? Crafty.
Seen a lot.
He's ready. Planning ahead. Like I said, he's back down there thinking about the 7th inning and scenarios. Protractor down the right field line. That's just wide of the first base bag and foul. It's 1-2 now on first baseman Caden Mueller.
It'll be fun to see if Dorney ever smiles this year.
He's not going to smile.
Better call him and tell him to put the lights on.
No, he's not going to smile. He's the Pat Murphy of the of the Town Ball League. He's not going to smile. The 1-2. Ooh, that's a real nice pitch off the arm of Rendler.
82.
And Mueller lets it go by. Oh, they call him strike 3 on that. Very much delayed call.
Dang.
Huh? Boy, that was a delayed call, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Sorry, Chris. You can yell at your TV there.
Yeah.
Because that looked like a ball, but called a strike, delayed. And now we go to Weston Lombard. Lombard's 1 for 1 tonight. He might have a new pair of gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Those are pretty bright white, Weston.
He had another endorsement deal, I'm sure.
Hey, Weston, nice gloves. Those come with a free bowl of soup. The 1-0. Ball gets away from the catcher. Now the runners are going to advance. Like it went right through his mitt or something.
Yeah, it did. That was weird.
A very delayed reaction.
Wasn't
And
hustling.
the runners advance to second and third. There you go, Weston. There they sit. 2 RBIs right out there at second and third, just trying to jump out of the live well. Why don't you help them out? 2 balls and no strikes. Go to ripping here, Weston.
I think he's gonna.
Why not? From the windup, the 2-0. That's high. 3 balls and no strikes. Should Weston reach? Kyle Fritz waits on deck. We're at the 8th spot in the order right now. You would know that by looking at your scoreboard at home because Billy Jensen got here at 3:20 this afternoon, started filling that out for you. The 3-0. That's away, and Lombard's going to reach
Pitch walk.
via the free pass. Yeah, he said, take care of those gloves. I just bought those. I laid down $29 for those things. Take care of them.
Don't put him in the dirt.
Look at. Yeah, he is too. He's going to take good care of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go to Kyle Fritz now. 2 in the bucket and live well full.
I got to watch this ump a little bit longer. I have a tendency to look away right away to do the scoreboard.
And delayed calls.
Yeah.
1-0. Swings through it now, 1-1. That gas must have been close to 80, huh?
81. Yep. Now you're getting them.
Yeah, Chris Mueller gave the solid on that strikeout. Chris, we did the same
well
thing.
Said.
Protractor down the left field line, and that's out of play. That's 17 feet foul. It's 1-2 now on Kyle Fritz. Live well is completely full of fish. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it. 2 walleyes and a muskie. Keeper muskie in there right now. Kyle Fritz looking to get a couple out for the fillet table. Umpire wanted to call it. He just kind of buckles and says, nah, it's outside. It's 2-2.
I like when the umpires call it, when they say outside right away.
Right.
You just kind of know exactly what they're doing.
The 2-2 pitch to Fritzy. Followed right back to the backstop. And we'll stick at 2-2.
That one at 82. His velo has been really consistent, right in that 79 to 83 mile an hour range.
He throws good.
He does throw good.
I wonder if Faribault is thinking maybe we should have started Austin tonight.
Yeah. Give him a 6 spot. They might wanted to throw him from the get-go. Be nice if Fritzy got into one here. 2-2-2.
Austin Rendler. The 2-2. High and away. 3-2. Chin Chow making his way back up to the booth.
Nice.
Chin Chow's a he. I see neck hair on Chin Chow.
Not so.
Chin Chow's a he. Well, maybe in this day and age it might not be either. So, but fouled away. From my early observations,
Yes.
I see an Adam's apple. Again, it doesn't really mean a lot in 2025, but
It's good to know. Those signals
I
are
looked
important
under.
to pick up.
I looked under the dorsal fin, and I got a he. The 3-2. Runners go, fouled away.
Fritzy's hanging in there.
Not often you get to pick up the back dorsal fin and identify a fish, but here at the ballpark, Chin Chow's a he. Bases juiced.
Don't have any more baseballs.
Look at Trey Larson hustling.
Yeah, good job, Trey. All-star shortstop and ball boy.
Ball boy. I'm going to show that between innings. They got a tube over there. If you get a ball, you stick it in the tube.
Oh, yeah.
And they end up in the dugout. I will show that between innings. Hey, runners will be off to the races here again, 3-2 with 2 outs. The pitch to Fritzy is on its way. Runners go. Let's do it again. Follow it off. Rendler's just circling the mound going, come on, man. Town ball. Put one in play, would you? My arm is hanging by a thread.
Come on, Fritzy. Get a hold of one here.
Is that some background music I hear playing? Picking up the drama? Rendler from the wind-up. Runners go. The pitch. Softly hit out in front of the plate. Got to go to 1. After all. After all of that,
Yeah.
they get Fritzy on a little tapper back to the pitcher. And Kyle Fritz goes 1-3 for out number 3. Leave the bases loaded for the second time tonight, Bill.
Dang it.
They get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. 2 in the books from First National Bank and River Falls Field still 6-0 Fish. I promised you we would go look at the ball retriever situation, so we'll take it over here. Let's see if we can see it from this angle. Well, you can see it there. So this is the inside the dugout look right here. See that pipe right there?
Yep.
So that thing, it goes to the outside of the dugout, and then you put the ball in there on the outside, and they come down the pipe. See them? They're collecting them right now. See
Yeah,
that?
I see it. Yep.
So they're putting them in the box.
Little Giebel.
Is that Dornick? He does it
Yeah,
all.
Dorney's
the
down
skipper.
there, yep.
It's like he's getting them all. Look at. He's putting them in the box, checking them.
Make sure they're good.
Little Giebels in there.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the ball retrieve machine, right there.
Brilliant.
It's very brilliant. It just goes. It's a pipe goes up the side of the dugout. So he has one more in there. They put another one in there.
They're like chicken eggs.
Look at.
Yep.
Right there. Close it back
$9
up.
of PVC.
Right there. Close it back up. Someone thought about that, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did.
There it is. You saw it right there. It's like, we got put one back. Put one back. Leave it in there for a decoy.
That's awesome.
There you go. That's how that works.
Okay, Kev, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
So a lot of the different improvements, mostly to the majors, but what do you think of the pitch clock?
I didn't like it at first. Now I've kind of begrudgingly got used to it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first. I'm like, it's going to screw up the game and all that. And I was not a fan. I'm more of a purist. And after all said and done, kind of like no smoking in bars. I wasn't for it. Now I'm like, selfishly, I like it. So same category. How about that?
I would agree.
Same category.
But it certainly has sped up the game. So.
Oh, 100%. It's fine. I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
8-9-1. Grant Cook, Jack Jandro, and then back to the top of the order will go to Xander Fitzsimmons. Jake Lindsay at the knees, just down 1-1. They're passing the hat down. Look at speaking of the Giebel boys, that is some serious blonde hair on those Giebel boys.
Yep.
There's some blonde mops on the Giebel kids. My daughter teaches one of those in 2nd grade. And she said, great kid. Stares out the window the whole time, looking forward to recess. Why am I not surprised?
Not at all.
What's it, Clay? No, what's his name? She told me.
There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah. I'm going to say Clay, but I'm not quite right on that. It's close. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jake Lindsay set. Here it comes. That's high. 2-2. She said, real nice kid, though.
Yeah.
Active.
Good family.
Yeah. 3-2. Top of the 3rd we are. Your scoreboard is 100% correct and accurate. That's Billy Jensen doing that all for you. This is better than Major League. There's a lot of information on that scoreboard. Is included, but wait, there's more, is your pitch clock speed. He's running that thing with one hand, typing in with the other hand, keeping tracks of balls, strikes, outs, advancing batters, pitchers, runs, hits, errors, score. That's a lot. 3-2. Strike 3 looking, and everybody in the ballpark knew it. Throw it around. Ooh, that's a Jake Lindsay reared back for a little extra
He
there.
sure did.
He just threw an absolute aspirin on the inside corner and got Grant Cook looking. And there's 1 down, and we go to Jack Jandro with 9 spot in the order. They're finally through their order here in the 3rd. Wow. Right? Jandro looks at a strike. It's 0-1. A lot of strikes by Jake Lindsay. This is speaking of pitch, another thing Bill's doing, keeping track of the pitch number for you. That was 37. Nice job there behind the dish by Chase McQuaid trying to frame that. Didn't get the sale. It's 1-1.
Chase is doing a great job behind the dish this year. Again.
Ground ball to second base. Second baseman bobbles, gathers Patco. Gets the out.
Nothing phases him.
Nothing. Jandro grounds out to second. There's 2 down. What were we calling Patco last inning? The
media
Golden
darling.
Boy.
Yeah,
the
media
darling.
Right.
He's the media darling. Fields that right on cue.
I do see that Bob Burrows failed to ask him the question about being a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Yeah.
I was going to call him to complain about that, but I'll keep that to myself.
Correct.
Yeah, I won't say nothing.
Flown up. Speaking of Patco, he's going to let that go out to right field.
Yep.
And Weston Lombard says, I got catches in my contract. I need that one. I'm calling you off. And Lombard retires Fitzsimmons for out number 3. And that'll do it for the Faribault Lakers here in the 3rd. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. 2.5 in the books now from First National Bank at River Falls Field. 6-0 Fish.
To wish a happy golden birthday to River Falls U9 baseball player Mason Matson. Today is his
I think we should probably do a commercial right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not that
Well,
one.
that's a
Not
good
that one.
commercial.
Yeah,
I want that guy to take care of my yard.
right here. Here we go. NastyBins.com. Look at that thing.
That's amazing.
He said he kind of liked the little catchphrase, the garbage can enema, right there. You got, and it's hot out. You got stinky cans. You got bean juice in the bottom of the can. You need to call local trash can cleaners, Nasty Bins RF at Gmail 715-448-8399. These guys will give you a great deal. Let's watch that one. Let's watch that one more time right there. They come over, they hand clean the can, then they throw it in this thing. He's got a fine, like, fiber towel. He'll wipe it out, and your cans will. They put like a little smell spray in there. If you keep those in the garage, you need this service. Local trash bin cleaners at NastyBins.com, 715-448-8399, or hit that QR code right there. That gets you a great deal. Tell them you saw it right here on the broadcast. They'll take great care of you.
They're better than new when he's done.
He did mine, and I looked the other day, and not lying, I'm like, that thing is really clean. Like, really clean. Like, I don't think it's ever looked that good.
I bet there's some beer residue in a few bottom of the trash cans after last weekend. Not yours, of course.
No. All right, here we go. Brian Giebel is in. We're in. Let's go. Bottom of 3. Giebel's. If he hit, it went behind him.
Yeah.
Thought it hit him. Went behind him.
It's only at the bottom of the 3rd. Doesn't it feel like it's later?
We've been here forever.
But Redler's done well. Do they have a run off of him? I don't know if they have just one hit, I think.
1. That's it. 3-0. Giebel's 1 for 2. 1 for 2. Singleton scored in the first. He struck out in the first as well. Now he walks here.
Another 4-pitch walk, Westy. I'm going to make a wager that Gable scores.
I like that. Leadoff walk score 67% of the time in my full statistic. Trey Larson, home run and a walk. Ball squirts away from the catcher. Giebel says, I'm not going. I got 3 kids at home. Not going. Fouled away. That's a good, healthy hack. Boy, swing looks really good tonight.
Really
does. Trey Larson's. Brian Giebel over there at first base. 1 ball and 1 strike to Trey. That's down and away. Now 2-1.
You know, one of the things I liked about the Media Darlings article this week about Petco,
Chad Petco,
was how much he coaches, not only at UW River Falls, but also youth coaching and all the camp coaching.
Runner goes. He says 3 kids at home, bah humbug. I'm stealing if you're giving it to me.
They did.
He can coach, he can parent, and he can still play baseball and steal bases. Brian Giebel.
Yeah, that's a great segue, because I was going to say, look at all the Fish players that are coaching at some level. So not only are they playing at a high level, they're still giving back at almost daily. I love that about them.
Ground ball to second, gathered on to first, and he hit it really hard, did Trey Larson, but right at second baseman Grant Cook, who's over there now, and Cook fields it and throws out Larson on a ground ball to second. There's 1 down. With that, Brian Giebel does get over to the third. Now we go to the media darling this week, Chad Petco.
The golden child.
The golden child, Chad Petco. I think Chad too. He does buy into the look good, play good mentality, because he looks good tonight. But like we talked about, I mean, the expectations are pretty high. You're the media darling. You can't come in slouchy. You can't come in unkempt. You got to come in looking tight, and he did tonight.
Branding.
The 0-1 fouls it away. It's now 0-2 on Chad Petco. Petco's 1 for 2 tonight.
I think Brian Gables has 4 kids.
4, okay.
Lindequam.
I can't keep up.
Me neither.
They're churning those things out like
creepers.
Sends his wife into the closet. She comes out with a litter. I can't keep up. The 0-2. I think that was an Irma Bombeck thing.
Was it?
Yeah. There's a lot of you that don't know who the heck Irma Bombeck is.
I know, I was just going to say.
Yeah. Female comedian. Ground ball, left side. So by the way, we've called Chad Petco the media darling tonight, and he's playing the role well. He got the clean pant on tonight, little scrubbing bubbles on the shoes, but he's got a high expectation after being the media darling all week long, right? Right. Pulling up, foul, and out of play on Petco. That was Bob Burrows we were just talking to. He's the one who wrote the article this week.
He read it good.
Runner at third base for Petco. There's just 1 out. Great RBI opportunity here for Petco. Infield is halfway, so you're going to have to get a good read if you're Brian Giebel. The 1-2 pitch to Petco. That's hit just foul wide of the third base bag. That was 3 feet foul right over the head of Brian Giebel. Shot that down the third baseline and just foul, and we'll stick at 1-2 on Petco.
He was just a tiny bit ahead of that one, but he ripped it.
Jerked it foul. Rendler rocks, and here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's flown up the chute. That one's going to reach the seats and out of play at 81 miles an hour. Rendler, pitch 57 already. Softly hit and foul out in front of the plate. Yeah, I don't know where you go next if you're the Faribault Lakers as far as pitching goes.
I don't know. It's a good question.
But I tell you what, hats off to Rendler. Really limited the damage.
Looks like he's getting a little tired out there. He's taking a little bit more time in between pitches, but his velo's still up there.
The 1-2 to Patco. Boy, what an at bat by Chad Patco.
It's got to be what? Probably eight or nine pitches?
Yeah. That's pitch 58 now for Rendler.
These are the kind of at bats that kill you as a pitcher, don't they?
Yeah, right. But that's a really great at bat.
Yeah, right.
Put a Q next to that, making this guy work, and another foul ball, and just making him work. Look at the body language on Rendler. I mean, he's at his wits' end. He's like, dang it!
I'm just going to put you on first. Just go
right,
down.
Just go down. You're killing me. Look at him.
He's like, I'm exhausted.
His arm is hanging by a thread. He's like, dude, this is pitch 10. It's only 1 and 2. Here, I'm going to throw a fastball.
Here, yes.
The 1-2. And I know Rendler is just a great competitor and a great pitcher, but that's where a batter, believe it or not, can actually wear a pitcher down mentally.
Right.
That's just a great at bat here.
Especially when you're throwing great pitches.
Yes.
Like, get them out kind of pitches on a 2-strike count.
These great at bats are a big deal. The 2-2. High, now 3-2. Yeah, the body language on Austin Rendler, I'd say this right now, Chad Patco's in his head.
Yeah.
He's renting for $4.95 a month. He's renting a quarter of his brain right now.
And Patco's so smart when it comes to baseball, so he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yes. Flown up, left side, giving chase down there, and caught. And I tell you what.
Brian Gable
tagged and scored with that. But I'm going to tell you what, Austin Rendler wins that battle.
Yeah.
How about that? Kind of.
Yeah, good point.
Patco did get an RBI on the sac fly to F7 with Gable scoring, but I would say they'll exchange that run for an out right there, and I give Rendler a win there. How about that? And I give Patco a win, too. They both win.
Yeah.
If there's such a thing, give them both a trophy.
Patco got the job done.
He did. And Rendler got the out.
Yep.
So they did both do what they had to do.
He looks tuckered.
He does. Lucas Ludke, 0 for 1 with a walk. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored. He looks tired. Flown up. That one's being chased down the left field line. Devil's triangle. No one's going to get to that. Hits right in front of the pitcher's mound, or I guess that's the home plates in the bullpen area. No one got that. And Lucas Ludke will live for another pitch. I'm with you, though. I think Rendler looks a little tired.
Yeah. Nice camera work there, by the way, Westy.
Nancy Faust is not tired, though.
Nope. Oh, she's got a fifth of Jack Daniels in her.
She's just hammering on the ivies down there. Okay, Nancy, get ready. You can go again. The 0-2. Chopper, right side.
Well, this was
Sit
a tough
on it.
one.
Oh, it's going to be off the heel of the glove. And on into right field. And the mustache Marauder gets himself on base with 2 outs. Look at that caterpillar, though. That was worth the price of admission right there. I mean, best mustache in the league. We'll just give it to him right now.
If he ever shaves that, he can't be on the team.
You know you're in town ball, though, when your first base coach wears that. That's a fact.
Whoop.
Now the mustache Marauder will head on down to second base on that wild pitch.
He seemed a little annoyed that he had to run to second. I just got down here.
Right. Reagan Pinnow. 1 ball, no strikes on Reagan. Reagan reached on an error and struck out. That's hit well into right center field. Right center fielder going back, still going back, and makes the catch. I call him the right center fielder. The right fielder heading into right center runs it down.
You were right.
And a nice job by the right fielder, Drew Conrad. Reels that in off the bat of Reagan Pinnow. And so Pinnow flies out to right. And that'll do it for the Fish. They do play another run, though. They get the lucky 7th run of the game. You get 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. After 3 complete now from First National Bank at River Falls Field. 7-0. Fish.
Chris Mueller says that the trash can washing will come in handy after a night of college case races.
That's an accurate statement
that
right
is.
there. You might
Yep.
need that.
Well,
I would like. They should have refrigerator magnets. Right? You might want to put one on the refrigerator at the college places. You might need that service.
and if you were a college kid and your mom and dad were up north and you wanted to not have any remnants of the party you threw,
you call trash bin cleaners.
right? There's nobody better to call.
Nastybins.com.
Man, I wish they were around when I was in high school. I mean, college.
Hey, Bill, do they do carpet?
Do they get puke out of the rugs?
Do they do carpet? Could be a side gig.
Totally. Talk about curing a pain.
Right. All right, here we go. Top of the 4th, 2, 3, and 4. Dylan O'Neill, Drew Conrad, and Aiden Tobin due up. Where are they?
I don't know. Maybe they decided not to do it.
Waiting on somebody.
Maybe someone's in the biffy.
What a crowd tonight, though.
Oh, man, it's phenomenal. And they're all here. They ain't going nowhere.
Ryan Bishop in the house. Just want to confirm, Ryan, tomorrow night the second game's at 7:30. Yeah, we had 5 o'clock, but now we learned it was 7:30. The scoreboard, Steve, knew that. Right. So the ceremonies will be ready at about 7. All right. Yep.
Absolutely.
You
Our
bet.
pleasure.
All right. Head coach Ryan Bishop. Planning ahead for tomorrow night. Speaking of planning ahead,
Yeah.
American Legion Baseball. It's Military Appreciation Night. Is that the night?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Or Veteran Appreciation Night?
I think it's military.
Military Appreciation Night. We'll be here for that, bringing you that action. It's always the color guard will be here.
It's an emotional night.
And I'll bring a box of Kleenex for you, Bill.
You have to. That stuff stirs me up.
It's pretty. Hit into left center field. That's down.
Wow.
It scoots by Fritzy out there. That's all the way to the wall. And digging into second base is Dylan O'Neill. Gets himself a leadoff double. Yeah, Fritzy has some trouble with that out there in left field, didn't he?
Yeah, kind of bounced behind him just a bit.
Just a titch.
He doesn't look happy. Jake Lindsay still is sitting at that 78, 79, 80 mile an hour range, so might have lost a mile or two, but still throwing a nice velo.
Flipped up foul. Out of play. It's 1-1. Leadoff double off the bat of Dylan O'Neill. Split the left center fielder and left fielder perfectly. Kyle Fritzy had a little issue with it out there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was going to be a double all day long.
That's right.
Drew Conrad struck out swinging his first time up. Just a second time through the order for the Lakers. And that right there, Jake Lindsay rears back and gassed him up. What was that one at 76?
79.
79. Whew. Still throwing hard. The
Yeah,
kid.
he is. Yep. He got a good arm.
Real good. The 1-2. Flown up. Giebel over center fielder under it, and I'll make the catch. Drew Conrad flies out to Giebel in center field. There's one down. Now we go to the 4-hole hitter, Aiden Tobin.
After scoring 6 runs in the first, kind of feels like it slowed down, obviously, and
Yeah.
it's kind of been dragging here. So that run in the bottom of the third was nice to get.
Ball inside. It'll be interesting to see how long Austin Rendler can go for
Yeah.
the Faribault Lakers. He looked tired.
he comes out again, I'll be surprised.
He looked tired.
Oh, wait, did I lose my bet on no, Gable scored on that walk, remember?
He did. Leadoff walk did score. So the 67% leadoff walk score did just stick right there.
Excellent. Money ahead so far.
Yep. So just for all you gamblers at home, if you're ever going to bet on leadoff walk scoring, I'd go all in. Flown up, right center, giving chase. Over there is right fielder Weston Lombard.
Oh, he wanted him to run on him.
Look at Lombard showing off his arm out there in right field. Just in case you're thinking about going, Lombard throws a dart over to third and says, I wouldn't think about that. And Tobin flies out to right. There's 2 down. Now we go to Joey Grody.
Lombard threw that in at 94 miles an hour.
He did.
I tested it.
Whew.
Yep. I wouldn't mess with him.
No, that was flown up, foul, and out of play. 2 down, runner at second. That leadoff double still standing right there. Dylan O'Neill. So even a leadoff double has a different feel than a leadoff walk.
Yeah, you're totally right.
It's hard to explain.
Because it is counterintuitive, isn't it?
It is.
That was at 82. So
I think leadoff walks score more than leadoff doubles. It just feels like it.
Man, you got to be right.
I don't know. Something about it. It's probably not true, but it sure feels like it.
Yeah.
Fouled back to the netting. That's 1-2 on Joey Grody, who flew out to short in very short left field his last time up.
I'm going to start tracking that next year.
I mean, statistically, that can't be true, but it feels like it.
Doesn't feel like it. Or I'm sorry, it doesn't feel like it could be true, but it
right.
absolutely seems like it is.
That. Something along those lines. I'm reading you. The 1-2 pitch.
Oh.
Boy, that's a close pitch and very tough to take.
83 miles an hour.
And Jake Lindsay thought he had that. Maybe surprised a lot of people. That's a very close pitch there. It's 2-2.
Jake, just so you know, we agree with you.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and here it comes. Softly hit left side and foul. Boy, it's good to be back with you here in the booth, Bill.
Yeah.
Fun times. Good to have all of you online again. Fish Baseball. Glad you're here. Fouled away. Real nice at bat by Joey Grody. Now playing first base for the Faribault Lakers.
You know, when you wake up in the morning and knowing that you're going to be at the ballpark at night,
it's a good
one of the first things you think about. You know it's a good feeling.
It is. I just had like 9 hours of work in between.
Yeah, exactly.
Ball gets away from the catcher and on down to third base.
Haven't seen many of them tonight.
Goes Dylan O'Neill. That's their farthest position on the base paths. And Joey Grody maybe thinking about getting him in.
Jake's going to rear down here a little bit, what do you think?
Flown up. Lombard giving chase down in the bullpen area and makes the catch.
Man, he makes that look easy.
He glides over there like an Olympic figure skater. Little sow cow on the way in. And makes a beautiful catch in the foul territory, the bullpen area. That's not an easy area to traverse either. And Weston Lombard retires Joey Grody. High fives all the way around into the Fish dugout. And that'll do it for the Faribault Lakers here in inning 4. They get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3.5 in the books. It's still 7-0 Fish.
Looks like we've got a new pitcher here.
New chucker. We called that right, too.
We sure did, yep.
So let me go to that. So here, we'll go right here, Bill, and we'll see if we get a number.
I've got 55,
55,
am I right? Yep.
Old double nickel.
So that's Mason Conrad, who was in left field.
So Conrad goes to pitcher.
Yep.
So I don't know where Rendler went. He didn't go to left.
I don't see him anywhere. I think he's on the oxygen machine.
He might be.
And I ain't judging.
So who's in left? Let's see if we can see who's in left.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
So I have the technology, and let's go see.
Use one of your 47 cameras.
Right here.
Oh,
three.
Right. Give me 1 second.
3's in left.
And that would be. Oh, that's. Oh, well. That looks like Aiden Tobin, who was on third. So let's see who's at third.
Okay, so hold on. So Aiden Tobin went to left.
Mm-hmm.
So who went to? Okay, well let's keep going here.
Right.
So who's at third?
Okay. He does look like a new feller. Oh no, that's
25.
He was in the game before.
New pitcher for Faribault, number 55, Mason Conrad.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
So it's Joey Grote.
Joey Grody.
Grody is at third base now. So,
Okay.
there's our boy.
So Rendler to go to first?
Yep.
Yep. So Rendler is at
First
one.
base.
We got it.
Man, we're good at this.
We're getting good. So there we go. So let's go over here, and you could see on the way by, you're going to see your new chucker.
Yep.
That's Drew Conrad.
Mason
Conrad, excuse me.
his brother.
Is it? Oh, it's Mason Conrad.
Yep.
So where'd Drew Conrad go then?
I
He's
don't
still
know.
in right field.
Yeah. Yes.
That's Mason, and Drew is still in right.
That's right. Yes, because Mason came in from left.
Yep. Got it. There he is.
Man,
And Rendler's right there at first.
that was easy.
He's got a pretty good caterpillar working for him, too.
He does, you're right.
I'm telling you right now.
You can't
Lucas,
quite pull it
Lucas-
off as Lucas, but
Lucas, you're in trouble.
oh, that's a good one for a young buck.
That is a Ned Flanders if I've ever seen one.
Totally right.
We got to get a good look at that thing again. That right there, fellas. Uh-oh, Lucas. Uh-oh.
Second place is still good, Luke.
Lucas, second place is still okay.
Yeah, you're on the podium.
That right there.
Wow.
That's impressive. Lucas. That's a pretty good looking caterpillar right there. That's a Ned Flanders solid. All right, ball one to Chase McQuaid.
You want him? I think here's my prediction.
Give it to me.
I think Chase is going to hit one over the Sink Right gas sign right now.
We're ready.
Ooh.
And hit him. Or he's going to get hit.
One of the two.
So McQuaid on down to first with a leadoff hit by pitch. So Mason Conrad comes into the game with that beautiful mustache and just plunks Chase McQuaid to start the inning. Now we go to Caden Mueller.
He's throwing in that mid-60 as well, just like Cook was. So it'll be interesting to see if the Fish can get into some here.
Team up.
66.
So those folks, those of you at home, you have to agree with us that Mason Conrad has definitely given Lucas Lidke a run for his money. Or are we all wet on that?
No. There's no way.
Flown up, right side, foul territory.
Fair ball.
Fair ball down in the corner, and runners do not get in front of each other. Heading on down to third. There goes McQuaid. Look at They're in trouble, and they got to swim it back, and he's out. Overslid the base. So McQuaid overslid the base at third, and tags applied, and that's just a low coefficient of friction on this turf.
He was motoring.
He was not going to stop.
He had a motor to get into third because of he was kind of came back to first because of the tag.
He gave Miller a hit on that.
Yep.
Down the right field line.
I'd say that was a hit.
Good hustle by Mueller. Gets himself to second base. Tough play by the right fielder.
It was, yeah, that would have been.
By Drew Conrad, the brother to Mason Conrad. So they'll talk about that over turkey dinner.
I feel bad for Chase because he was hustling.
He was hustling hard and just overslid the base.
Yep.
Ooh. Right back into your living room, right through the box. Runner's going to check up at third base. Oh, what a nice piece of hitting there by Weston Lombard. Wow, Weston. Exit velo on that was 102.
It sure was. 10th hit of the game. He tagged that.
He's going to hang on to his gloves this time. He said, last time I came back, they had a little something on them. So I'll just keep those. Look at him.
Kids were using them as Kleenex.
They were. He said, I'll keep those. I'll just hang on to those. Runners at the corners now for Kyle Fritz. With 1 out. Good opportunity here for Fritzy. He's 1 for 2 today. See if he can get one in play. Get another run in for the Fish. I'm lobbying for a 10 spot right now. How about you?
Yeah.
7-0. River Falls over the Faribault Lakers. Kevin Westhouse, Bill Jensen bringing you the action tonight from First National Bank of River Falls Field in River Falls, Wisconsin. We're glad you're here. We're having fun. Hopefully you're having fun. Good baseball game and a beautiful summer night from River Falls. Tomorrow night we'll bring you American Legion baseball. It's Military Appreciation Night tomorrow night. We'll be on the air about 7 o'clock.
If I sound like I'm sniffling, it's because I have a cold.
You have a summer cold, huh?
Whenever I see the flag and all the
tomorrow,
circumstances, man, is that awesome.
Gets a little dusty in here.
It does get a little dusty in here.
Or as my granddaughter would say when she gets the sniffles in the summertime, she says, Grandpa, I just have some allergies.
Allergies. I might have some allergies tomorrow. That's a good one.
3 balls and a strike now on Fritzy. That one finds the corner. Now 3-2. Good pitch off the arm of Mason Conrad.
66.
Runners at the corners for the Fish. 2 in the live well. Kyle Fritz with an opportunity to plate another one here with just 1 out and runners at first and third. The pitch. Sprayed foul and out of play. Down the left field line. Nice crowd here tonight. Look at the cars.
Yeah.
Town ball, River Falls style. Doing it up tonight.
And that's got to be the huge majority of River Falls because I doubt Faribault was traveling all that well.
Faribault not traveling that well.
No, not that well. It's a long way away.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good job,
on
River
Fritzy.
Falls.
Here it comes. You walked him. Kyle Fritz on down to first, and they're loaded up for Brian Giebel. Nope. Austin Curdy, pinch hitter.
Atta boy. Pinch hitting for Gable.
Giebel. So Austin Curdy in. Giebel's like, I had enough. You got kids. 4 of them.
4 of them. We know that now.
I thought it might be 4, but I wanted to under-promise and over-deliver.
They're just everywhere. That's all I know.
A lot of blonde mops running around.
Exactly.
All boys. The 1-0.
Boy, Austin comes in. Bases loaded. 2-0 count. This is exciting.
Tough to hit the off switch right here, Austin. Going to come to you. The 2-0. He goes to Rippon, fouls it back. It's 2-1.
You were right.
Live wall is hopping. Boy, this is just an absolute Norman Rockwell again here tonight. Just a beautiful summer night. The 2-1. Flown straight up the chute on the infield. It's going to be infield fly rule here. Caught, and he's gone, and there's 2 down. So Curdy flies out to the third baseman on an infield fly rule. 2 in the bucket. Now we'll go to Trey Larson.
Not happy about that, is he?
No.
Uh-oh. Trey's up.
Bases loaded. He already has a homer today. How about another one right now, Trey?
He knows how to do it. Maybe he's going over the sinker, I guess.
How about it? This is the kind of night, though, Bill, about January 10th. You can't even envision this night. You're like, it's never going to happen again.
Ever.
And here we are, July 9th, and it's here. It's beautiful.
My favorite nights.
Gosh, is it nice. Good healthy hack, fouled up. That one's going to reach the lower box seats. Look at the kids go for $1.
They know what they're doing.
They know the rules. Ball and a strike now to Trey Larson. Trey is 1 for 2 with a home run and a walk. Slide piece drops in there. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes on shortstop Trey Larson, the wily veteran. Slid in there at 66 miles an hour.
Sure did.
The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. There they are. Live well is full. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, there's just a lot of blue jersey on the bag.
We can't leave it full again. That'll be like the 3rd time, I think.
Head coach Matt Dornick coaching them up over there. Now that's the way. Now they'll be off to the races here.
Get ready on your home call, Westy.
Runners will be off to the races. The 3-2 pitch to Trey Larson. Runners go. Here it comes. Oh, flown up.
Rats.
On the infield. That's going to be in play. Third baseman calling and makes the catch. So Larson flies out on the infield to the third baseman. 2 flyouts on the infield with a runner at third and less than 2 outs. Not that good, Bill. They get no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. After 5 complete, 7-0 Fish.
I think we're going to have some defensive changes here. You've got Eli Baker behind the plate now.
Hold on. So let me help you. So Eli Baker
came in for Chase.
Okay, so Eli Baker, the candlestick makers, in for Chase McQuaid. What else you got?
Give me 1 second here. I think Pinau went over the first. Not that that bothers you too much.
Well, it makes me put a 3 over here next to his name.
Yep. Patco went to third.
No, that's not Patco at third.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Oh, you're right. Oh, wait. Are you sure?
Yep, 100% positive on that.
Oh, is that Bacon?
It's Bacon, yep. Number 17.
Man.
So who do you come in for is the question, though.
Yep, 17. So he came in for Pinau, who went over to first.
Yep, but who did Bacon come in the game for?
He must have came in for Caden Mueller, who was at first, right?
Okay, yes.
Well, hold on a second. Maybe, you know what? Before you do that, let me verify here.
That's true.
Nope, that's right. Pinau is on first now, so he came in for Caden Mueller.
In Matt Bacon.
Matty Bacon. Wait, no.
Matt Bacon.
No, that's Andy Metcalf.
Andy Metcalf. There you go.
My fault there.
Andy Metcalf is at third.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Got it. Squared away.
Yep.
Square meal, square deal. Let's go.
I can't see anything in the outfield quite yet, but.
And Jake Lindsay's still on the bump.
He is.
Hammered. That was a really good swing, and that is raked down into the left field corner. That's going to get up against the Surf Pro sign down there, deep in the corner, and cruising on into second base with a close play. Is Austin Rendler. That kid can play ball.
He sure can.
That ball was roped.
For a big fella, he's got good speed.
Really good. Now we go to Mason Conrad. Wow, that ball was raked.
Okay, so we've got Austin Curdy is in center now.
Yep, I have that.
Okay, and then let me see who's in right, because it doesn't look like Weston's in right anymore, but maybe he is.
Swinging through that. I don't think so.
I can't see the number quite yet.
Here, I'll help you. Hold on. We'll go over there and look in just a second. After the next pitch, we'll go look, okay?
Oh, you know what? I think it's Johnson. Benny.
Oh, Benny Johnson. So Benny Johnson's in right. He came in for Weston.
Yep. I think we're square now because Fritzy's still on left.
There you go, Ben Johnson.
Took us a little bit, but we got her.
We got her. A lot of fruit basket upset, swinging through that. Goes Mason Conrad, and he goes down against a really strong Jake Lindsay. And Lindsay gets a swinging third strike. There's one down runner at second base. We go to Grant Cook, to 8th spot in the order. Grant Cook struck out looking his first time up tonight.
Dang, I was off one.
Wait, that was 64 right there.
That right there.
You're,
Yep.
right
All right,
you're
now,
on.
there we
You're
go.
on. You're on. You're dialed in.
It's always like a personal victory.
You get that right. Boy, he's humming.
He is.
That must have been low 80s as well.
I didn't have the gun ready. I'm still
It was
patting
80.
myself.
It was 81.
I think you're right. I was patting myself on the back.
It
still.
was 81. The 0-2 pitch. Lindsey's set, and here he comes. A jam shot down the right field line, and that is going to be just foul.
That one was 81.
See?
So I think
There
you're
it
right.
was. Just out of the outstretched arms of first baseman Reagan Pinau, who moved from third over to first. Petco, second base, throw to first, got him. Chad Petco fielding his position well, gets Grant Cook on a ground out to second.
Attaboy, Chad.
Runner does advance to third, but more importantly for the Fish, there's 2 down, and we'll go to Jack Jandro, the number 9 hole hitter, with a runner at third base. Jandro fouls that one right back to the netting. Jandro grounded out to second base to Petco, his first time up today. Petco with a couple putouts tonight over there at second. The media darling of the week.
Mm-hmm.
That's just down.
Living up to his billing.
Oh, yeah.
They have to like redo the whole. So instead of trying to like.
There's Austin Rendler. He came to play tonight.
He sure did.
Threw really well, just got tired. And a real nice hit. Ground ball. Short, on to first, got him. Nice job out there by Trey Larson getting it done at shortstop for the Fighting Fish. And again, that's the second time in 2 innings in a row, Bill, where they got the leadoff double and failed to score him.
Wow. So far, our prediction is right.
Leadoff double's not quite as impactful as leadoff walks.
Right.
Our theory is holding right now. In the 5th inning, the Faribault Lakers get no runs on the 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 4.5 in the books. It's still 7-0 Fish. One more. If you're looking ahead to the River Falls Fighting Fish, bottom of inning 5, 3, 4, and 5 are scheduled up. Chad Petco, Lucas Ludke, and Reagan Pinna.
So far, looks who's going to hit, right?
Looks like it.
Yep. This game's been in hand since the first inning, but it just feels like the Fish have left some opportunities out there. Not that it would matter right now, but
Look at head coach Matt Dornick. He never stops coaching.
no,
Dorney never stops coaching.
it's a plethora of knowledge.
Look at him. Look at him checking the bingo card there. Look at him.
I think he's telling Lucas that he's now in second place is what I think he's telling him.
He's on his way to skipper of the year,
How could you not be?
right? And there's the media darling of the night right there, Chad Petco.
Yep.
Look at him. He's looking tight. Making his way to the dish. We give him the MLB close-up. There he is, Chad Petco. Boy, what an addition to the squad.
Oh.
What an addition to the community, Chad Petco. There he is. He's good.
Good people.
Good people. Good human being. That's more importantly right there. Good human being.
I really liked how Bob got a few sentences about Chad's dad and his playing career in the article. That was really well done.
Petco with a hit tonight. He's 1 for 2 with a RBI sac fly to left in his last at bat. Look out, that's inside. 2-1 now to second baseman Chad Petco.
Started the game with Cook throwing in that mid-60s, and then Rendler came in and was throwing in the low 80s. Now we're back in that mid-60s. Feels like now's the time for the Fish to start getting some hits.
Mason Conrad. I mean, I'm gonna get in trouble with Lucas Ludke, but can I say Mason Conrad might have the best mustache on the field tonight? Did I go there? Drop the gauntlet.
You did. You said it. I'm staying neutral.
That's the best spot to be there. I'm just got a big stick in my hand.
You're
stirring the
poking
pot.
the bear.
I'm poking the bear, stirring the pot.
Oh.
Speaking of the mustache marauder, there he is. He says, have some of that. That's
Take that.
off the wall out in right field. Lucas Ludke.
Wow, and
RBI single, Lucas Ludke. He says, hey, I don't care if I'm second place on the mustache list. Nobody can hit like me.
Right.
That was absolutely scorched. Hey, Lucas, nice stash. The mustache marauder gets himself an RBI, a long RBI single off the double-decker fence out in right field. That ball was absolutely cooked.
It was. He said, take that, Kevin Westhouse.
Right. You stick that in your microphone.
Well said.
Wow, he says. Reading lips says, wow.
But Drew Conrad played that off the fence perfectly.
It's a long single.
Yeah. That was a nice play out there.
Scores Patco. And
Patco has wheels.
He scored all the way from first,
Yeah.
Bill. And Lucas says I think Lucas might have been admiring that hit. Like, wow, I got into that. That felt good off the barrel. RBI, I'll take it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Reagan Pinnow in now. 1 ball and no strikes. Reagan reached on an error, struck out, and flew out. How about now, Reagan? In the dirt. Yeah, that ball was cooked. Exit velo was 103 off the barrel there. So good, Lucas. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Ground ball. And that shoots that through the left side. And Reagan Pinnow gets himself a knock. And runners go station to station with 2 on and nobody out. We go to Eli Baker.
You know, talk about Brian Gable and his family and his 4 kids.
Yeah.
Those Gable boys are bat boy, the ball boy, they're everything. And they hustle from 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
They hustle.
I love it.
High and tight, ball 1
Just like their daddy.
to Eli Baker. 2 on for the Fish. There's 1 in here in the 5th. 8-0 Snowman up there for the Fighting Fish. The 1-0. Everybody at home have a good 4th of July. Everybody come out on Monday with 10 fingers.
Took a little off that one.
2-1. Had him out in front. Good opportunity here for Baker. Runners in scoring position. Nobody out.
This is Baker's first at bat, right?
It is. Flown up, foul territory, giving chase. And just runs out of room. That's 3 rows back. And
no one told him.
no one told him.
Oh, Rendler.
And Austin Rendler jams himself into that fence, and he's like, oh, that hurt. He's down. He's down.
Oh, he hit that fence hard.
He did.
Where's his teammates? Where's his fans?
Right. Let's go down there and take a look at that. Rendler He's like, dang it, that hurt.
Looked like he jammed his knee into it because
He's like,
unless he maybe.
he's like, come on out. He goes, I'm not good.
Oof.
That kid's been playing hard all night, too.
He played that hard too, but man, he hit that fence.
hard. No one helped him. Look at him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Because there's a I'm gonna take the camera off of him because that's not easy. You can see that brick wall right there.
yeah.
I think maybe he hit some of that too. Nice
think
round
so,
of
too.
applause for Rendler. What an effort! He's got a little blood, I think, on his shin
I think
bone.
you're right.
But see that brick wall?
He hit
That's
it.
about knee high. He hit the fence and the wall. Ow. That's some concerned looks on faces right there. They saw the whole thing. Look at that. That kid right there is like, oh my goodness. Even that dog. Look at
Yeah, the dog is like-
look at this dog right here. Is like,
I-
wow, bet that hurt. Look at that dog. Bring a
Sorry.
dog, get a dog.
Bark at the park.
Bark at the park. There's a lot of concerned faces down there, including the pooch. Another
Right.
pooch. There's a pooch on a lap, too. Look at that. See that? Look at that.
You got a couple of
That's a content dog right there. There's a couple content dogs.
defensive changes out there that we'll try to snag for you, but
I'm watching the dogs.
I know. Sorry.
Everybody loves a dog.
All those fans need to be talking out where that wall's at.
Yeah. The kids are like, my gosh, you see him hit that fence?
Somebody should have told them,
Right.
He hit
Okay,
that hard.
who do we have coming to first?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay, I'll help you out here.
I think we have 25 on first, who is that's Joey Grody,
So, all kinds of.
and he was at third. Oh my Lord, this is going to be a
Hold on.
mess.
So Grody's going to first. He was at first once. He's going back to first.
Yep. I think we have a new third baseman.
Okay, I'm going to come over here and we'll go reconnaissance over here and help you out over there. Hold on.
But not. Number 3.
3.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. All right, well that's Austin Tobin, who was in left.
So hold on. So Tobin, who was in left, he goes to third. We got a pop up on the infield and caught right in front of you there.
All right.
I lucked out, and he saw number 25 make a catch there. Joey Grody comes into the game. They find him. He makes a play in foul territory and gets Baker on a fly out to the first baseman. There's one down. Now we go to Andy Metcalf. So I'll let you stew over there and figure out who's where.
Sounds good.
First and second for the Fish, one out, and we'll go to Metcalf. Looks at a strike. It's 0-1 on Andy. Metcalf is in the game for Caden Mueller.
Got it.
Mueller had a nice game. He was 2 for 3. Ground ball to short. Yep.
Whoa.
And threw to first and got him. Double play. I didn't get it. Sorry. My camera was over there watching dogs. So sorry. It goes 6-4-3. And Andy Metcalf hits into an inning. Double play. Fish do plate a run, though. They get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. After 5 complete, it's 8-0 Fish. Sorry about that, folks. I had my camera over there on the pooches, and Metcalf hit into a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Nice job out there defensively for the Faribault Lakers.
Looks like Jake's back out on the mound.
There he is, Jake Lindsey's at 71 pitches back on the bump. I don't know if we got all of the defensive changes for Faribault or not.
We'll get him.
We'll get him.
There's a new right fielder that I couldn't catch his name or number, but
Okay.
we'll see what he comes up for.
How about on your program there? Do they have it yet? Not on your game changer?
They don't have their
No.
numbers up very, very well.
Tough to keep up.
It is. I saw him run out there, but I couldn't catch the number. I don't think we have any other changes on the fishy side. So
Pinot still at first.
yes, sir. Yep. Oh, wait, we do have it looks like we have a new left fielder. Can you see that number out there? Let's see here. Fritzy was out there.
Might be Mr. Tag Nutrition.
I think you're right.
It is Trevor Gutting. Trevor Gutting out in left field for Kyle Fritz.
Yep.
So T-Gut is out in left. I got that. Here we go. 0-1 on leadoff batter Xander Fitzsimmons, who's 0 for 2 tonight. That one's there. Just the 73rd pitch for Jake Lindsay over a very long period of time.
Yeah, really.
Almost 2 hours. Whew!
That was 82.
Good old country hardball. Throw it around. Snap that thing around. And Xander Fitzsimmons goes down swinging, and Jake Lindsay has not lost any velo at all here in inning 6. 1 down. Now we got to Dylan O'Neill, who's 2 for 2, singled and doubled. This kid came to play tonight, didn't he?
Sure did.
Been a tough out. He's got 2 of their 3 hits. How about that? Josh Idem, put the headset on.
Joshua.
There you go. Spin that thing down.
Oh.
And another hit. He's 3 for 3 tonight. He's the fellow who's come to play. And Dylan O'Neill is 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single. The kid's hitting in the 2 spot, and he can flat rake. He's got 3 of the 4 hits tonight for the Faribault Lakers. How you doing, Mr. Josh Idem? Let me turn you up
Got
right
me
here.
there?
I got you up now. There we go. We're
Wait.
good to go.
Trey Larson almost went over and caught that
He
ball.
did almost. He made a heck of an effort for it. I thought he had it at first.
Now we're at Drew Conrad. Drew is 0 for 2, struck out and flew out to center, and a little bit tardy on that. And Mr. Jake Lindsay is still throwing flames. It's 0-1. He's had a nice outing tonight, Josh.
Yeah, catch me up, guys. I just got in here off the youth baseball field and stopped in the dugout. Trey Larson wanted to tell me all about the home run he hit where he walked his way out of the box. He was proud of that. I don't think he's hit many in his life that he knew that he got when he hit it. So
my comment on that was absolute butter. I mean, it was just on the fingertips there.
That's great.
Yeah. Left fielder just kind of turned and went, yeah, that's way gone.
That's good. I'll have to watch that. The rest of the dugout wanted me to watch it just to see how much of an idiot he looked like walking out of the box.
He was excited. He was a little jacked up on a case of Mountain Dew.
I haven't made it in the dugout with these guys too much this summer, but it doesn't seem like much has changed.
No. Aiden Tobin is up now with 2 outs. So this is the 3rd inning in a row, Josh, where they've had a leadoff double and they failed to score them. So our theory is that leadoff walks score more than leadoff doubles. I know it was probably not true, but tonight it is holding absolutely true, and it held again.
Nice job, Jake.
That's the 3rd inning in a row with leadoff double. They don't get them in.
Well,
And every leadoff walk is scored tonight.
but let's unpack that,
Let's
right?
unpack it, yeah.
Leadoff walk, usually that means the pitcher's struggling, right? Leadoff double just means, hey, sometimes the guy's throwing too many strikes and somebody just drilled it, right?
Yeah. So we're going to even go unpack that a little bit more because we said statistically that shouldn't be true, right? Leadoff double should score more than leadoff walks, but there's a bunch of other psychological stuff and pitching quality that goes with that. You know, statistically it's probably true leadoff doubles score more than leadoff walks, but I don't know. I want to see the numbers.
How come nobody's looked this up so far on the Google machine?
I don't know.
We're on the international television right now.
Right. Someone hit the Google box and find that out. I mean, hey, Grok, right? Someone get into the AI
I've
machine.
heard lately we don't want to ask Rock anything.
Yeah, maybe
I've heard that.
That's all over the board, isn't it? I think on baseball statistics, though, you should be safe.
You should be.
So they get no runs on the 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left, 5.5 in the books. It's still 8-0 Fish with a snowman.
I'm digging these Faribault Laker uniforms,
Yeah,
guys.
we
This
talked about it
Dodgers talk
Yeah,
about this.
it's
It's the same scheme.
Yeah, it's Dodger blue tonight, and the same Dodger across the front of the chest. It's a good look.
We had some softball jerseys to design the last couple weeks,
Ooh.
and we were starting to kind of do that. And then I said to somebody, just go Google all the college teams that have the same colors, so that we just do something that that we know works that someone smarter than us decided on.
Yeah.
So we'll be the Iowa Hawkeyes, guys.
There you go. I like it. That's a good color scheme. Hey, looking ahead to the Fish bottom of inning 6, it'll be 8-9-1. Benny Johnson, Trevor Gutting, and then Austin Curdy, if my bingo card is correct, but always subject to change at this point in the contest. It's fun to see some of these young faces get in there.
Oh, go ahead.
We talked a little bit about that early in the game too, Josh. You got a lot of guys on this bench who are like, hey, I'd be a starter in every other team in this league.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
And what I was going to say before I rudely cut you off there, because
good.
I'm not good at television,
Join the crowd.
they have done a great job, really a great job. And I guess I wouldn't tell you if they've done a bad job, but they've done a great job of spreading the playing time and the at-bats around with these guys. That leadership team down there that runs the lineups, and that's kind of how we're organized as a team. Not everybody does it that way, but we got a group of about 7 who are I have to mute their chat during the day most of the time because it's just going and going about taking care of all those guys.
Hey, you'd be happy to know we got the camera on Matt Dornick about 3 or 4 times tonight, and he's had his head in his bingo card every time.
Yep.
With his pen out, he's planning ahead to innings. I can see him. He's working hard over there.
There you go, Gut. Get over there.
Got with a single over the shortstop's head into left center field. T-Got Mr. Tag Nutrition gets himself a base knock here in the 6th.
The timeless Trevor Gutting at this point.
He's got his body fat down to 3.6%.
Should call him.
He is looking good, though. He's lean.
How's summer going?
Summer is going fantastic, guys. We're busy with the kids, but it has been a lot of fun. We just came from another 12-year-old baseball game tonight. But I tell you what, last year was just too busy, first year out of uniform, and I will say not to make the broadcast about me, but let's just talk about me for a minute.
Let's do it.
But this is the first summer where I feel like, and mostly because I haven't been able to get down here much at all, that I feel like I've really missed it, guys. I want to shed a tear here on the air with people, but
we have Kleenex because Bill cries once in a while too.
do.
Yeah, right.
I'm emotional.
But what a lineup they put together.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and they're
solid.
just such good guys. Like in terms of how they, I've got the opportunity over the last year to watch them work with kids a lot. We're doing a little more with that with a bunch of these guys, and they just do such a nice job.
That one just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 8-0. We're all rooting for 2 runs here, Josh.
Let's do this. Well, I did tell them, hey, guys, I got to get up there before you guys 10 run this team.
Right. That's hit towards second base. That could be 2 to second for 1. And not going to be hit hard enough to turn the 2 against the speedy Austin Curdy. But they get the lead runner. There's 1 out now with runners at the corners for Trey Larson. So Curry reaches on a fielder's choice. He's on.
Austin Curdy has had a real nice year, really nice summer for the Fish. You didn't know what those guys, all the high school seniors last year, all went off to college, and you never know what kind of players are going to come back, and it's always fun when you see a couple of them just jump and become great players all of a sudden. And part of it is just human growth, right? Just a year of maturity and strength, and
especially that
going
year.
off to college. Yep, right. Not that Austin's parents weren't feeding him great, I'm sure.
Right.
Larson with a fly ball to center field. Center fielder going back. He's got plenty of room. Catches it. And that'll be enough, though, for the runner to tag. And Trey Larson's going to get himself a ribby on a deep sac fly to center field. 9-0 Fish. Another RBI for Trey. His 3rd ribby of the night. Sac fly on the F8. 2 down. Now we go to, is it Cale Bacon?
Yeah.
In for the media darling, Chad Petco.
Yep.
I think this is Matty Bacon, guys.
Oh, it is Matt.
It
It is Matty.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, it is Matt Bacon. So we weren't sure where he came into the lineup, so
Yep.
right here is where it is.
There you go. Matty Bacon, an opportunity this summer to take daddy hacks here now that he's an actual daddy.
Wow.
And their first kid this year.
That's cool.
Another fun part of this, right? And just watch these guys go through life.
That hit him. He's going to get on base. And Matty Bacon gets into the game and gets himself a hit by pitch. First and second, and a great opportunity here for the mustache marauder, Lucas Lutke. And we had to give Lucas a little bit of a hard time because
he deserved it.
Pitcher Mason
You
Mason Conrad right here. Watch what? Hey, look at the caterpillar in that kid right there.
Oh boy.
And
boy.
Lucas, Lucas. A drive to right. Get up, ball. Get up. Get out of here. Off the wall. One run is in. Lucas Lutke, that's twice in a row. And another run plays. Lucas Lutke, he's happy with a double. He'll just park out there. There he is. Let's go take a look at this right here. I mean, that's a pretty good caterpillar right there. He's like, I don't know, I'm good with a double.
He tried to settle the mustache debate right
He
there.
did.
He did.
And I think he won it.
He told us that last time, too. He gave him some jazz, and he just ripped one off the wall, and he just did it again. Look at him. He's like, I thought that was gone. Look at him. I don't know what he's waving about.
That's going to cost him $1 in court tonight, I bet.
It is, and that's going to be it for Mason Conrad. Lucas Lutke does end up winning the mustache battle because he sends Mason Conrad's mustache to the showers.
Who else out there knew you were going to the shower? Comment right there. It was too set up. Too set up.
He's sending that mustache right back to the barbershop.
That ball was crushed.
Wasn't it?
Matty Bacon was hustling.
That ball was fleeced. Absolutely walloped.
It was too high. It was too high.
Too high. More importantly there, though, that puts the Fish at 11 here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yep.
Not that we're keeping track.
No.
How many 10-run wins have the Fish had at home?
Most of them?
Yeah, do you want to count them or do you want to just look at the beer sales and see
Most
why
of
they're
them?
down?
21-1 Fish. Yeah, right?
Boy.
21-1.
21-1.
And 10 runs, I would say at least half.
Yeah, that's been the biggest difference that I see. And we've had seasons with the guys where, I think we started one of them 20-0, I remember, and certainly seasons where the guys have played really well, but not where they've hit like this, right? Like a bunch of them were, right? 2-run games, 3-run games, and they're just hitting and hitting and hitting.
We've got Evan Larson came in to pitch, number 21, Evan Larson.
Evan Larson, he's just into the game. We haven't had him on the field tonight.
I have not seen him yet tonight.
So he's on the field now.
Yep.
He's got the same glasses as the last pitcher, doesn't he? Is this like
Similar.
a pitch com type of thing?
Must
He's
be.
just short the mustache.
Google lenses. Yeah, it might be the same guy. He might have just gone and shaved his mustache and throws with the other arm.
Mason Conrad's mustache was so good that might have been a stick-on. That thing was, that was Ned Flanders all the way. That was solid.
Yeah.
If I started today, it would take me 30 years to grow that.
Never would get that, Bill.
Nope.
But if there was,
you know what, Bill? We could start. We could start today.
Good. I'll let you know. We might have some other defensive changes, but I'll get to those when we get to those.
Look at.
Let's see what kind of velo this young man has.
Lucas looks lonely out there.
He does look lonely out there.
Well, he deserves it for walking his way out of the box and then going off the wall.
A little blurry. You get him right there. That's a pretty good mustache, Lucas. You're still number one in our hearts.
Yeah.
3 on your back, number one in our hearts.
And in defense of Lucas, we all thought that one was going.
Yeah.
He probably heard us up here.
I had it. I was coaching it, just didn't quite get it.
It was close.
He's like, look, he still can't believe that wasn't gone.
No.
Back
Look at
on
him.
the broadcast, not being neutral again. Here we are.
I'm not very good at that.
No.
All right, let's see what the young man has here.
All right, here we go. Back to the action. Reagan Pinnow looks at a ball inside. Reached on an air.
72.
Reached on it.
68.
68. He's 1 for 4 tonight. With a run, scored a run. Flowing up on the infield. First baseman calling. And makes the catch. Made it interesting.
Yeah, I did.
Reagan Pinnow flies out to first, and that will do it for the Fish here in the 6th. But they do plate 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. After 6 complete, your River Falls Fighting Fish 11, the Faribault Lakers nothing. And are they going to give it back to Jake Lindsay to try to complete this game or not? What do you think?
Yeah, well, it looks like Jackson Larson might be walking out there. Sometimes it gets to the point where you just want to make sure a guy gets an inning of work.
Right.
You kind of have to.
Yep. I know Fritz was hoping to get an inning tonight because he told me about that in the dugout when I stopped in. He's like, I was hoping to get an inning tonight. And I said, I've never seen a game where you're not hoping to get an inning, Kyle, whether you threw 10 the day before or 1 the day before.
Jackson Larson's going to try to close it up. No, not a save situation, but it's going to be a good workout situation here for Jackson Larson in relief of Jake Lindsay. The line on Jake's Lindsay, no runs and gave up just 4 hits. And he gave up 3 of the 4 hits to the number 2 hole hitter, Dylan O'Neill.
79 pitches, Westy.
That's
very
a good
efficient.
Night. Yeah, that's
Very
good
efficient.
We
Tell you
got
what, guys, Jackson Larson has turned into a pitcher too. You watch him out there, and,
Right.
And just how old do you think Jax is? Probably mid to late 20s now,
Yeah.
right? And coming out of high school, he was a good high school player, but not like a not going to college somewhere to pitch or whatever. But he just grew into his body and keeps getting stronger and throwing harder. And
every year. He's
every
just
year.
better and better.
Yeah.
And he comes into situations, and I like watching him pitch.
Yep. Cool, calm, and collected.
Yep.
He's working on a little caterpillar there too. He should stroke that thing a little bit and show it off.
Kev, you do have Matty Bacon at second, right?
Looks like Matty Bacon at second base.
Yep. I mean, you have him on your card.
Yep,
as well.
I do.
All right, perfect.
Just as many bases as he has buttons buttoned on that shirt.
Exactly.
You get a shot of that.
Yep.
I saw that.
I believe Wright said Fred did that song, I'm Too Sexy. I believe that would be describing
Let's go look at
Matt's
that. Where is
attire.
Look at that thing.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he is. Look
Look at that.
Not safe for work.
It's like Savannah Bananas where the guy's got it down to the bottom. He's got the bling. You look at that bling going. He spent about $100 on chains, and he's got it all the way down to the belly. That's a good town ball look if I've ever seen one right there. Matty Bacon. We're going to keep it right there.
Between him and Andy Metcalf over at third, I feel like I'm in a
Yeah.
movie I'm not supposed to be watching.
Somebody screenshot that right there and just go town ball. That's beautiful. Look at the chain sparkling. That a baby.
The guy only plays night games.
That a baby. That's it. Good stuff. Flown up. And speaking of the guy right there, Bacon, field it. That a baby right on cue. Matty Bacon fly out to second. The chain flipped up a little bit, got in his eye, and he batted it away and still made the play.
Chest hair reached out and just grabbed that one.
It did.
Hey,
All 3 of them.
One
Westy,
down.
look who's up.
He's back in the game.
Yes.
After he ran into the brick wall, drew blood. This kid's a gamer.
He sure is. Holy buckets.
He's not a small guy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he went over here to fill a ball that ended up about 3 rows back, and his knee hit the
I think
brick
that was
wall.
right when I got here. I saw that.
Yeah, it
and
was.
blood on the thing. He was helped off the field. Look, he's back
Yeah.
in the game. Good to see.
Wow. Jackson Larson's got some nice velo. 77 on that one.
So Rendler's got the other hit tonight. He's got the double as well.
That's
he
right.
smoked one down into the left field corner.
I would say the muscle on this guy, we might need to check that wall.
Hit the third.
Oh,
Gathered.
Oh.
Second
that time?
This kid, all right, I'm going to Austin Rendler, I'm going to give him the Hard Player of the Game award.
No doubt.
He came in and pitched, threw about 60 pitches, was throwing low 80s, played first base, ran into a wall, head first dive, slide into first for an infield single.
Yep.
The kid.
Wow.
Austin Rendler, nice game, son.
He's going to feel it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to hurt tomorrow just watching him.
I don't think he's got enough. He might want to stop at the Quick Trip and get some ibuprofen on the way home.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 0-1. Now on Mason Conrad. Runner goes. And on down to second base goes Rendler.
Andy Metcalf fielded that one really well. That was
actually a
that
nice-
was a
very
shot
nice
to
play.
third. Yeah, just kind of lost the handle on it on the throw, but fielded it incredibly well for how hard it was hit.
Honestly, kind of jinxed him because I thought we were on our way to another chest hair celebration immediately.
Right. A little shot right in front of the plate. That's going to be a real tough play. And in no
come
man's
on.
land if he gets in there.
Yeah,
That was,
Wow.
What a play. Didn't get him, but what a play.
he did get him.
He did get him.
He did. God,
Yep.
darn it. I
He
missed
punched
that. I
him
couldn't
out.
get over there. What a play.
That is one of the best plays
Jackson
I have
Larson.
seen in a long time.
I flipped over there and didn't quite get that, but Jackson Larson, look at the play. He threw it, and Jackson Larson gets him at first base. I can't believe he got him. Wow, what a play, Jackson.
That was impressive.
Unreal. 2 down, and then we go to Grant Cook now. Last chance here for the Lakers. Swings through that fastball. It's 0-1. What a play by Larson.
That I'm sort of speechless, guys. That was an amazing play.
That was big time.
That was big time. That was Terang type of play.
Ground ball to third. Over at there, go to third. One, dugout.
Yeah,
Nice
boy.
job. Nice job over there at third base by Andy Metcalf. Digging it out and getting it done. And the Fish go to 22-1.
Wow.
With another big win tonight.
Shutout.
Game time, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
This is why I'm having such a hard time getting down here, Kev. The games are all 7 innings.
Right.
7 innings, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
But look at the crowd tonight. Huh?
Great crowd tonight.
Big crowd
Big
tonight.
crowd tonight.
2 hours, 10 minutes. 2 hours, 10 minutes. We get a win. 11-0. Winning pitcher tonight, Jake Lindsay, who threw what? He threw 79 pitches, you said?
Yep, that's right.
79 pitches. Jake Lindsay gets the win. Jackson Larson comes in and cleans up on mop-up duty. Good defense for the Fish all the way around. Good hitting. Nice 2-run home run by Trey Larson in front of a sellout crowd. Official attendance tonight, 1,134.
It's a good crowd.
Not an exaggeration.
No, not really.
We call it this Wednesday night game of River Falls Days week. It's the unofficial start to the River Falls
It is.
Days weekend.
Hey, it's our game of the week.
Game of the week. Well, it's a pleasure being up here and good to see you guys.
Well, good to
for
see
sure.
good to see you, Josh. It's always good to have you up in the booth. It has a nice perspective to it, and you built something really nice here, and evidenced again by what's happening with a
get going, kids.
22-1 River Falls Fighting Fish team, and the kids run the bases. This is a real nice tradition as well.
It's a good group of guys. We'll keep it rolling. My schedule hopefully will get a little lighter here in July, and kids stuff winds down. Hopefully I'll get up here a little more with you guys.
That'd be great. That's awesome when
So
you're up here.
Friday night, the game time is 8 o'clock. I am live streaming the parade at 6. It gets over at about 5 to 8. I will get down here as fast as I can, so if I'm not on right at 8 o'clock, we'll be on shortly thereafter. We might miss the first half of the inning, but I'll be here as soon as we can.
We'll put that out on our social media channels.
That's it.
Let people know.
So don't panic at 8:03. I'm on my way. So,
But if you are panicking, Kevin's cell phone number is
yes, right. That. So, on behalf of the River Falls Fighting Fish Baseball Club, Billy Jensen, my great color commentator, Mr. Josh Idem, third man in the booth tonight. I'm Kevin Westhouse. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. And until